Hey guys, welcome back to California Cooking. This weekend, we're celebrating Mother's Day, and I am taking you to the perfect brunch spot called Fiona. They are known for their baked goods and their out-of-this-world French toast. Then I get in the kitchen with my mother-in-law. She's a fabulous cook, and she teaches me how to make a family favorite. And Kaj Goldberg takes us to a beautiful restaurant with a gorgeous patio, and they serve farm-to-table breakfast all day long. First up is a neighborhood cafe and bakery called Fiona. It's the most adorable spot where you just want to get a cup of coffee and a slice of pie. That's because Nicole Rucker is known as the queen of pies here in LA, and she teaches us all the tricks and tips to make the perfect pie. I'm in the cutest, Nicole, would you call it bake shop, restaurant?
Bakery restaurant?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fiona on Fairfax. Nicole Rucker, you and your partner run this place, and it's adorable. Fiona, what's the name mean?
It's really hard to name a restaurant, and a lot of times people name it these very earnest names after like their grandmother or their mom or something, you know, like that. We didn't want to do that. We wanted to have it be its own thing.
Okay.
And Fiona the hippo was born at the Cincinnati Zoo on my husband's birthday, which is how the name got on the radar, got on our radar.
Maybe it takes on a personality. Like, does Fiona feel like a Fiona now?
Yeah.
What did you want this place to be?
I wanted it to be a place that was delicious and welcoming and modern and feminine, and just a place where people in the neighborhood and from afar could come and just get, you know, two delicious groups of food in one place.
And when you talk about two delicious groups of food, explain that.
Well, I am known for baking and known for making pies.
Yeah.
And my creative partner, Chantal, is known for Southeast Asian cooking. And while Los Angeles might not be hip to the fact that those two communities come together in a lot of places like the South, for one, we decided that we wanted to do that here. He's a really wonderful, easy person to work with. So when I started building the restaurant, I was like, you know, Sean needs to be here with me.
Pie Queen of LA. I see the crown. It's there. Do you shine it? Yeah.
Oh man, I wish I had a real crown. That would be good.
Wouldn't it? Is there a pie as the Pie Queen of LA that put you on the map?
Well, in 2012, I won the KCRW Good Food Pie Contest. And I won for two pies. One of them was a blueberry blackberry pie, which we make here. And the other one was a savory pie, a pork and peas pie. But then once we opened Fiona, the pie that really put us on the map was the key lime pie, because that's the pie that Bill Addison put on the cover of the LA Times when our review came out.
And the rest is history?
Yeah. We're gonna make the sesame strawberry French toast.
Yum. This bread is a beaut. Did you bake this?
Well, Tamara made it. She's one of our bread bakers. So this brioche is a sesame brioche that the brioche is coated with sesame seeds, but there's also ground up sesame seeds and toasted sesame seed oil on the inside.
I love that.
So for French toast, you want to cut like a really nice thick slice. We've got beautiful Harry's berries from the market. We have a whipped cream that we mix with this really fancy.
Yeah, what is this?
So we use a lot of this here. It's on our luxurious sesame toast. This is a Japanese golden sesame paste. We're gonna soak this in this custard that's made out of egg yolks and heavy cream and a little bit of sugar, and it's just gonna like soak up some of that goodness. You should never make French toast with fresh bread. It should always be one day off. Basically, we're just gonna put a little bit of clarified butter down to help with it browning.
Oh my gosh, that is one thick piece of French toast.
Okay, let's eat this.
All right.
So we take our French toast.
Beautifully browned.
Yeah. And then we just slather it with this sesame whipped cream. And then we just kind of scatter these Harry's berries over the top, a little bit around the plate.
That is gorgeous.
And that's it.
Oh my gosh, Nicole.
Get in there.
Oh. Okay. The French toast with the sesame on the bread, sesame in the whip.
It's very good. If I do say so.
Oh my gosh, and I feel like now I cannot go back to a French toast without sesame because it's so special. Oh my God. And you're right. Even though it was a thick slice, it soaked up the custard.
Yeah.
And the inside is soft. This is excellent.
Awesome.
French toast.
Good, I'm so glad.
Should I curtsy because the pie queen of LA is giving us tips on how to make a good pie? Your pie tips are the ones that you feel comfortable revealing on television.
Well, I guess we can go to the dough first. And our pie dough has a lot of butter in it. You can see the marbling of it. This was made 5 days ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
And does that make it better?
Yeah, it does.
Just
It
sitting
definitely
around?
makes it better, yeah. It's the same thing with like cookie dough. Aging it lets everything like settle in and the dough is hydrated. So, you know, making it ahead is a really good way. The other tip I think is you can see how thick this is.
Yep.
We roll our pie dough pretty thick. A lot of people have troubles with things breaking or leaking. And one of the ways to avoid that is by giving it a substantial base. So it's gonna have a nice thick crust that's gonna prevent it from leaking out too much. Cold butter, cold water. We use a little bit of apple cider vinegar in our pie crust to help with the gluten strands. They make a more elastic, shorter formation when you add vinegar. Everything is prepared for me in advance. That's one of the tips. This is cold. The filling has been cooked in advance and is cold.
Yeah.
It's just like soup. It'll get better over the week. The flavors will come out. So we just add some fresh blackberries. It looks so pretty. So then we're gonna put the lid on. You choose the prettiest side of the lid and you just gently put it on. And then basically you just wanna like make sure everything's kind of
like in the blanket.
in there. Yeah, you're just tucking your baby in. We're gonna crimp it, but mine is with my forefinger and my thumb and my other thumb. And I press in and down. And it goes really fast. And now it's kind of all like it's tucked in.
It's gorgeous.
Proud looking.
It is.
So we like to wash our pies with heavy cream, not with egg. And you just go over it with a pastry brush with some cold heavy cream. This is really to give it color, but it's also to allow the sugar that we're gonna sprinkle on top to stick.
Yeah.
And then for the topping on the pies, this is a sanding sugar that's for cookies because it's really sparkly and pretty. We don't use this inside the pie, we only use it on the top. And then it'll sparkle when it comes out.
You already know it's gonna be beautiful and it hasn't even gone in the oven yet.
There it is.
The dynamic duo of Fiona. And now Sean, you didn't think you were gonna get out of this, did you? You were back. But your flavors, so how would you describe your food?
I would say it's rooted in Vietnamese cooking, but there's little modern touches to it.
And how do you guys think, how do you work as a pair? Who balances what?
It's pretty unstructured. If the idea sounds good, whoever has the idea, we roll with it.
Okay, what do you say we dive into the chicken sandwich?
Yeah,
Split it 3 ways?
Oh, I'm gonna save myself. This is all you.
I love a sandwich that drips. That's...
There's a whole ad campaign based around it.
so crispy.
Thank you.
And the flavors, I'm tasting mint, and the fresh veggies. Which pie goes best with this?
Actually, I think both of these pies go best, but the key lime is probably the one that you wanna, since you're a Floridian.
Love it. Thank you guys so much.
You're welcome.
This was so much fun, so delicious.
Thanks for coming.
I need to invite a friend.
Yeah.
If you guys aren't gonna join me.
I'm sure we can find somebody to help you with it.
Sean and Nicole are so sweet. What a great partnership they have. And I have to say, that key lime pie, coming from this Floridian, one of the best I ever had. I was too full, otherwise I would have eaten the whole thing. Thanks, guys. And if you want to get that delicious French toast recipe, go to ktla.com. Coming up, our Mother's Day celebration continues. Kaj Goldberg takes us to the most beautiful spot serving up breakfast all day long, and they have the most gorgeous layered cakes. Then, in honor of my mom, I make her scallop potatoes, but does Levi like it? We'll find out. But first, I get in the kitchen with my mother-in-law, and she makes for us a traditional Tunisian dish that's coming up next. My mother-in-law, Chantal, is a fabulous cook, and my husband, Ari, is always asking if I could make some of his favorite dishes. So I get in the kitchen, and she teaches me how. Take a look. Oh, I'm in the kitchen today with my mother-in-law, Chantal.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
You've never been on TV before?
No, I've never been on TV before.
But you should have been on TV. I feel like you would have been, like you could have been a great actress, I feel.
You really?
Yeah, because you're glamorous and fabulous.
Thank you.
Did you ever think about that?
I have when my son used to model.
My husband. I'm excited to have you here because I think your background is so fascinating to me because Chantal's from Tunisia. And I think a lot of people, I would imagine, a lot of Americans don't necessarily know where Tunisia is.
No, they don't.
It's in North Africa.
Very, very similar to Morocco. The same type of culture, language. I left at the age of 10.
But you brought the food with you.
Yes,
and you
I
still
did.
make it, and your family
we do.
still loves it, and your son
Yes.
is always telling me, why don't you talk to my mom and figure out how to make some of these Tunisian dishes? So Ari, I'm going to learn one today. So what are we going to make today?
Today we're going to make a dish called a brique.
A brique.
A dish usually served as an appetizers for holidays, for festivities.
Yeah.
They could be stuffed, anything from meat combination or mashed potatoes.
Yum.
But the one I'm making today is with tuna and an egg.
Yum. I've never seen this before. So you would think like phyllo dough, but it's not.
It's not a
Yeah.
phyllo dough because usually phyllo dough kind of puffs.
Right.
This doesn't.
Tell me, how do we get started?
Okay, first of all,
Yeah.
we use tuna only with olive oil.
Okay, which I got you, and I was told don't screw this stuff up. It has to be in olive oil.
In olive
Yeah.
oil, we're going to be taking the tuna and
You didn't drain it.
no, you do not drain it because you're going to be frying your onions in here as well. So now I'm going to be taking a little bit of the onion.
Which makes you cry when you chop it. Me too.
I'll be needing a little bit of chopped parsley as well.
I can help you with that.
So until the onion is clear, because when you want to eat your brique, you don't want to taste onion.
True. This is a quick dish, right?
It's a very quick dish, and it's very tasty as well.
When's the last time you made this?
Yesterday.
The run through.
The run through, yes.
Okay, before yesterday. Has it been a little? I've never.
It's been a little while.
Yeah, I've never
It's
had
been-
these.
No, you have not.
No.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to use two because they're very, very thin.
Okay.
I'm going to put the tuna. I'm going to make it like in a little circle. I'm going
Yeah.
to make it
So that there's a little well for the egg.
correct.
Right.
Yes. As you noticed, I really didn't put any salt or pepper
No.
of any sort.
Okay.
So now I'm going to crack my egg. And I'm going to put it in. I'm going to fold it in half.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Very, very slowly. Go.
You gotta sizzle.
Okay.
All right.
What you do, you put a little oil
Ah.
on so the egg will fry. Okay.
Oh, yeah, because you
And
want
you
it to be a little
also-
cooked on the inside.
Correct. So when you see that your brique is a little gold
Uh-huh.
on the bottom, that's when you turn it.
Beautiful. It's perfectly golden brown.
And I'm going to put it on the dish with the paper towel just to drain the
Yeah.
extra oil.
Chantal, it looks perfect. Are you pleased?
Yes, I am. I'm very
Good.
pleased with what I did.
If I don't say so myself. Okay, but you've brought some goodies that would traditionally
I
maybe
did,
be served.
I did. So I brought a spicy sauce, which is really made into a paste of grinded hot peppers and garlic and spices and olive oil.
That is a little bit because it's that spicy.
And also I brought a typical Tunisian salad. Tomatoes, bell peppers, garlic, olive oil, salt, and 1 hot pepper. Because again, Tunisia, we eat very spicy foods.
Yes. Your son would eat this on everything, every day.
Yes.
Oh, wait, before we dig in, you brought this beautiful teapot.
The Tunisian tea is you put a little bit of pine nuts.
Oh.
Tea with pine nuts, that's very Tunisian. And it's usually served very sweet. Now you're ready to taste your dish.
Your dish. You
Our
did
dish.
this. Okay. We
So
need
if
to
you
get that
want-
pretty, okay, squeeze
So
a
if you
little
want,
lemon.
We'll squeeze a little bit of lemon.
Yes.
And you go ahead.
Let's see how our yolk did.
I hope it did okay. If it didn't, maybe I cooked it a little too long. But that's okay.
Crispy, icy yolk.
And the yolk is perfect.
Let me do the honors here and see what's going on.
Okay, well the yolk is not as soft as I would like.
But it's there.
But it's there.
That is really yummy.
Is it good? Good, I'm glad. And I usually don't taste my own food.
Yeah, but you should.
Turned out well. Not as well as I would have liked because I prefer yolk being a little more leaky, but
This is my mother-in-law. It's good, but not as good as I'd like. It could be better.
it could be better.
You're a wonderful mother-in-law with a beautiful son and wonderful grandma, and I love you. Cheers to being in the kitchen together.
Thank you.
Cooking with my mother-in-law was really fun, and that brick, if I'm saying that correctly, I can't wait to make for Ari. Coming up, Kaj Goldberg takes us to one of his family's favorite breakfast spots. And then, does Levi like it? I'm making for him my mom's scallop potatoes, but will he like it? That's coming up. Kaj Goldberg, one of the sweetest guys I know, and his beautiful family, when they want to go have breakfast together on the weekend, they go to Lincoln. Kaj, take it away.
Hey Jessica, I love breakfast, but sometimes with kids, you know how it is tough to eat breakfast early. So I wanted to bring you to a place that serves breakfast all day long. I'm here in Pasadena, and this is Lincoln. Come take a look. So Christine.
Hi.
I love your restaurant.
Thank you.
I love the ambiance here. What propelled you to come to Pasadena to create Lincoln?
Well, I landed in Pasadena 35 years ago when I moved from the East Coast, and I fell in love. It was a beautiful community, and I opened a restaurant down on Colorado 11 years ago, and I would drive up Lincoln, and I would always think, wow, this little neighborhood could use some coffee. And one day I was with my son and we found this building. It was abandoned. And I walked into the building and I looked up at the skylight and I had that moment of, oh, I want to have a dinner party here. And now we have Lincoln.
That's amazing.
We have a wonderful chef, Cecilia. She was a full-time teacher. She got her culinary degree. This project came along, I begged her to come up here with me, and she's just been an unbelievably loyal, incredible person.
We're here with Chef Cecilia Leong. Chef, this kitchen is buzzing.
It is.
And then the ingredients, talk about the freshness, the quality.
Well, we definitely get our produce in every day. It's because of these farmers. It's because of agriculture that we have this beautiful bounty of food that we get to nourish ourselves with.
What does everybody go to when they come to Lincoln?
People love having breakfast all day. This is our huevos rancheros. Super hearty. And this is our hash brown Benedict. So we're also known for our layer cake. So this is one of our signature cakes. This is the chocolate lavender layer cake.
So Jessica, we've gone from the kitchen, now we're out here on the patio at Lincoln. It's just a great day. This is their Benedict. It's a hash brown Benedict, so there's nice crispy hash browns underneath a beautiful farm fresh egg. Take a look at this one. It's got rice underneath. On top of it, we've got tortilla chips. Then again, a beautiful egg. We've got a little avocado, as well as some cilantro, and some awesome, awesome tomatoes. Get a little bit of each on here. Oh, texture, everything pops. One of the big reasons why I come here, this is the tuna melt, and this one has all the great flavors. Delicious. It's such good comfort food. You gotta finish it off with a little bit of dessert. Take a look at the colors that they put into the icing here. You can see all the purples, and inside, yes, those are layers inside all this chocolate cake, and you gotta get a nice big piece. Oh, a great way to end.
Yum, Kai, that looks so good. The hash brown Benedict and that layer cake, delicious. Now on to Does Levi Like It? When we visit my mom and dad in Florida, he begs my mom to make him smoothies and to bake cookies. But will he like her scallop potatoes? Let's take a look. Hey, Levi. Will you try Grandma's scallop potatoes for me?
No.
Why not? They're delicious.
I don't like it at all.
How do you know if you don't try? Oh boy. There he goes. There he goes. Good. Well, Grandma, as I know, you can't win them all, but my mom's scallop potatoes are my favorite. And Ari likes them too. For the recipe, go to ktla.com. That's it for us. If you want to hear more of my conversation with Nicole Rucker, the Pie Queen of LA, check out our California Cooking Podcast. Thanks for joining us, and happy Mother's Day. Sean and Sweet takes us to, what does he take us?
Great spot, or
A Tunisian, what?
traditional Tunisian dish.
Some of her traditional dishes. Oh.